Hi Macy, it's Rebecca with your assignment 1 critique. So these images are amazing. I cannot get over how awesome your grandmas are. So this first image of your great grandma is really Jane Long-esque, and I can see that you were inspired by her work, so it looks really great. I love the background that you chose, and the foreground with the flowers was really nice. The hand coloring of your great grandma and the horse is really well done. You got some really rich color going on in that horse and in the hair. It looks fantastic. A lot of times when people do hand coloring, it looks kind of muted and soft and pastel-like. So I like that you got some really nice, deep, rich color out of there. So the face of the child that you put on top of your grandma's face, I think that the scale is just a little bit off. The face seems a little large in proportion to the rest of the body. And also, I don't see a neck or anything. I mean, I know her arms are up, which makes her shoulders go up, but it just seems like it's a little low. There's hardly any chin, and I just feel like her eye would be a little higher, or it almost looks to me as if she was looking at the horse originally. So I would recommend either taking that face out or changing, making it smaller and raising it up a little bit, because it does make the picture look a little weird, but just a little bit weird. Everything else is so amazing, and I don't even think that if you mentioned that you put a face on there that a lot of people would even notice. So, but the background is really interesting with that ominous sky. You kind of wonder what's going on, because there's so much lush beauty and color in the foreground. So there's like a really neat transition going on there, and I think it looks really cool. The only other thing I would change is right here, the flowers, they get a little bit, you lose some of the contrast. And I think maybe because of how contrasty the stuff in the foreground looks, that that kind of stands out a little bit more. So I would bring some blacks. I would pull my blacks out a little bit more in here, and you can do that by using your levels adjustment layer and pulling the black slider over to, I think, the right a little bit, and you'll notice that your shadows get a little bit deeper and darker, and then it'll kind of blend the middle ground and the foreground a little bit better there. But other than that, the composition is nice. I just love what you did. You successfully changed the context of the original image, and your hand coloring is fantastic. In this image, this is such a cool image. I thought that she was originally on this zebra until I read your description, and I was like, wait a minute, what? And then I had to look at it again. So great job putting her on that zebra. You did a fantastic job there. I like that you left it in black and white, like you said, and it really does have a nice contrast with the background and color, and so that was a great choice. The only thing that I recommend is adding a shadow to ground the zebra and your grandma into the scene a little bit better, instead of making it look like they're just kind of pasted on there. Adding the shadow will make the whole thing feel a little bit more finished. But other than that, you got some great contrast out of that black and white image. The beach image is beautiful. The composition is interesting. The context has changed successfully. So great work on these. I really like where your brain was going on all this, and all of your success with these images. I can't wait to see what else you bring to us.